Hello America, this is Keith, your friendly neighborhood technician, coming back at you with some more wonderful information. Well, now that summer's over, it's going to start cooling down. Yes, I know, you look outside, he's talking weird, but it's going to happen. Now, what I want to warn you about is when it cools down, all these birds that are flying around the sky, well, they find warm places to live. Well, what is a warm place to live? Your dryer vent, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, do you know what the outside of your vent looks like where it comes out of the house? Mine is a round hole about that big with a piece of metal that goes down at an angle like that. It's about 2.5 feet off the ground of my house, okay? It's old, it still works, you know, and mine goes basically from there and does a straight one of these, so birds really can't build a nest. Now, some other houses, this is about, let's say, this long before it actually takes a turn and goes down like this out of the house. Well, this is warm air, okay? So as it gets cold outside, this is ambient air from the inside of the house that comes up and keeps this part of the thing inside your house warm. Birds will build nests in this, okay? So what you have is people have something that covers that. What happens is people forget about that, okay? You're gonna have to use your imagination with me because I couldn't actually find what I was looking for. But if you look at this, this is a great, what most people have over their vent in their house. A lot of them actually flutter up and down and move, or you've got the one that I do that has some metal on it. Well, if those are intact, you're fine, because the birds aren't going to be able to get in through there. But what happens over time is they break, okay? So as these were to break, now, let's say this one here was gone, a bird can get in there and it'll make a nest inside here, which will then reduce the efficiency of my dryer. So you want to make sure is, one, are all of my louvers that actually open there, or is my cover still on, or is my cover bent up, okay? You want to make sure those are okay. Well, once you check that out, that will actually keep the birds, because like I said, you can believe me or not, but I've actually pulled out a bird's nest about that long from a lady's house, okay, because she basically had something like this sticking right out of her house with nothing covering it. So yeah, there were birds. You could see a little bit of stuff here, but there were birds' nests about 3 feet inside this house. And she wondered why her dryer didn't work well. Well, she was going, well, why do birds go there? Like, because it's warm. When it's 5 degrees outside, it's still going to be in the 40s and 50s in that hole with warm air coming out, because hot air rises, your dryer has a straight shot out, so therefore the air is going to work its way out and it's going to be a warmer place to live. So keep them covered. Okay, now this, what I have here, this is actually an internal venting kit for your house, okay? And this actually, what you can do is you can just cap off if you want. You can just put some aluminum tape over the hose. This will go to your dryer, okay? This goes on here, okay? And then this will go on here, and this comes from your dryer vent. Now what happens is you fill this up with water to yay high, and the air is blown into this. The water catches your lint, and then the heat comes out. So you can use this as an alternate source of heat in the wintertime to heat your laundry room if it doesn't get real warm or hot, okay? There are other options like this, but that's, something to think about. But what I want you to focus on is find your dryer vent where it comes out of the house and make sure it's intact, because that will actually help. And another thing, if it doesn't open properly, or let's say it's got a bunch of mesh screen over it, that mesh screen will get covered. If that gets covered, you lose efficiency in your dryer doesn't heat as well. So something to think about. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and tune in next week for a whole bunch more good information. Have a good week.